how to get your student loans forgiven. Sign up, the link's in the description. We're not going to do sound bites. We're going to get you in a position to win. It is me. I am back, the Underdog Research Channel. If you've been watching my channel for several months, you know I've been on the student loan kick for a while now, helping people estimating to be getting forgiven millions of dollars in student loans. Just the ones who come to my webinar. There's going to be billions of forgiveness. I'm only one man, so I can do what I try to do to get everybody alerted about these new benefits. Now, let me tell you this. You need to know. These student loans were equated to a life sentence. That was talked about by Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, and it shouldn't be. We got too many people in our country having past due bills, not having access to the same benefits as others because this debt is holding them down. I'm talking about you can't get houses, cars because of this debt. The Biden administration has put the final piece of the puzzle to help every American citizen under certain eligible circumstances to get these student loans forgiven. This is not new. This happened for decades, and it's being corrected now. You're a lower class or middle class, and I'm going to tell you what that means. You need to come and check out my webinar so I can help you get yourself in a position to win by getting this money. Here's the most important. This is between the lines. The Department of Education lacks information about you as an American citizen. So everything you see, if you don't want it, then just don't apply for it, because if you don't apply for this, you're not going to get it. So that's why you need to come to my webinar so I can show you what you need to do to get started. Getting these student loans forgiven is a process, and it's a lengthy process, and we have a short time frame. We're talking about around October this year. A lot of these deadlines are going to come forth, and I need to talk to you about this. People who went to my webinars have said they were drowning and the webinar saved them. Let me tell you exactly what was announced yesterday. If you want to get 100% forgiveness, then you need to come to my webinar and check out that how, if you make under $125,000 a year and you owed $12,000 originally on your loans, and that's the max you owed, and you held those for 10 years, how you can get that 100% forgiven this year. Let's talk about this. If you got a Pell Grant, then you're going to get $20,000. Who needs $20,000? I do. You'll get that on your student loans. If you make less than $125,000, you'll get $10,000 on your student loans. If you have a household and you're married and your combined income is less than $250,000, you'll get $10,000. And they're going to look at your total loans, and anything left over, you're going to only have to pay up to 5% of your total income instead of 10% of your monthly income. This is all tax-free. Now, this is not just for people who finish college. Let's talk about it. 40% of us out there have student loan debt, but they didn't graduate. Come to the webinar. Links in the description. Let's get you forgiven. Veterans, law enforcement, our teachers. If you're a janitorial staff, secretary, administration, any job title, and you have a student loan, then you work for the right public service, then you are a nonprofit, you're going to get this. I'm going to talk about in my webinar, the PSLF, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness webinar, the Temporary Expanded Public Service Loan Forgiveness, the Income-Driven Waiver. If you had forbearances, I'm going to show you how you can use that to adjust your student loans to get money off. If you had deferments ever, I'm going to show you how you can use that to get that off. I'm going to go through if your employer is eligible, likely ineligible, or ineligible, and what that means and how you can find out. We are at a place where we can make huge changes. So check the link in the description. Every weekend, I will be doing these webinars to apply the knowledge to get you in a position. This is not automatic. You have to apply, and I'm going to go through that process, and you need to know why. Listen, this is investing in yourself. Do you rather pay $10,000 toward a student loan, or let the government help you to get 10, 20 to hundreds of thousands of dollars toward your student loans, all because you're an American citizen and you're eligible under some of these things that I talked about? Find out what you need to do. Look for the webinar, sign up immediately before it all runs out and the deadline passes. There's a lot to do, but I'm going to help you get through it. So until next time, this has been the Underdog Research Channel.